Well, hello, my good faithful YouTube viewers and listeners. It is the Jer Bear. It's 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. Thanks for stopping by and indulging me for a few minutes. I should be sleeping, but there is something that's really got me infuriated that I need to get out into the open. And I highly doubt I'm going to use anybody's name in this recording because chances are good that they're most likely listening to this and they know that I'm speaking about them, so I'm not even going to bother to use their names. But I received a text message in my blocked messages, which by the way, I recently discovered that I had that option on my cell phone where I can block numbers and block text messages. And but although I still have them blocked, I can retrieve the blocked messages. Although they send them to me, they never come through. I never see them unless, of course, I go into the blocked messages folder, inbox, or whatever you want to call it. So this is in relation to an email altercation that I had with this person's mom about a week or 2 weeks ago. I talked about it in one of my other Daily Rant recordings, and it was about her mom being judgmental. She was judging me, well, you get a check because of this reason, and blah, blah, blah. She was going on just making these past judgments about me without actually knowing the fucking truth of any of it. She just assumed that that was the case because of everything she read on Facebook. Gee, go figure. Why am I not surprised? But anyway, this message that was blocked, this message that I never received, was a bit grotesque, provided that I've had wonderful conversations with this particular individual who is, I wouldn't call her a mother, just a birth giver of a Wilms survivor. She doesn't live in Michigan, by the way. She said some pretty heinous things to me in this text message, and I'm going to paraphrase. Something to the tune of, I motherfucking warned you, Jared, and don't ever talk to my fucking mother, and you probably get a check because you're mentally fucking retarded. Now, we have the conversation. Now Jared Bear starts to rant about this judgmental cunt who would say something so derogatory. The fact that you are going to resort as low as using mentally retarded as a pejorative to be a rotten, belittling bitch is disgusting. And on a couple of levels. First of all, the fact that you would even use mentally retarded as a pejorative kind of makes me wonder if you have a secret prejudice against mentally and physically handicapped people. Because while I am not mentally handicapped, and if I were, what difference would it make? But I'm not. But it makes me wonder if you have a hidden prejudice or a secret prejudice against mentally and physically handicapped people. That's my number one key point. Number two key point, now you're not only judging mentally handicapped people, but you're also judging every person who receives SSI or Social Security. You're saying that every person on SSI and Social Security are mentally retarded. This is part of your fucking ignorance, you fucking cunt. And I'm going to call it out. You know who you are. I don't need to mention a name. This is exactly why I keep to myself. Because of disgusting, derogatory, grotesque comments like this. You probably got the check because you're mentally fucking retarded. How dare you? You're just like your mom. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're just as much of a judgmental fucking bitch as your mother. Yeah, I said it. You got the soundbite. I gotta say, I'm really disgusted because, and this is, it's just such a cheap shot in so many levels. Not to me. It's not a cheap shot to me. I don't take it as a personal cheap shot. You must be fucking mentally retarded. It's more of a cheap shot at the fact that I have, it's a cheap shot at my friends who actually are mentally retarded, or I wouldn't even call them retarded. I don't even like to use the word retarded. They are special needs. They're mentally or physically handicapped. I have friends who have Down syndrome. I have friends who have prosthetics. I have friends who are they're wheelchair bound. I have relatives who are mentally and physically disabled. They're wheelchair bound. They have prosthetics. Friends and family everywhere. They have canes that they have to walk with. Hey, I know people who are blind. You're going to degrade them too? You fucking judgmental cunt. And the fact that you gave birth to 2 kids, you spread your legs and grunted and shitted them out, that's a crime against nature that someone like you would even have kids. It is a fucking crime against nature, because anybody who can say something like that without malice, say, well, you know what, you must be mentally fucking retarded. You are a conniving, sniveling little fucking bitch. You're a brat. You spoiled little fucking bitch. I don't care that you don't like me now because of something you read on Facebook. You're no different than anybody else. You're just like the rest of the goonfucks who don't know how to think for themselves. So I'm not surprised that you're going to go and believe something without evidence. You're just as stupid and feeble and gullible as the rest of them. But to actually use that as a pejorative. So not only are you judgmental, not only are you stupid that you can't think for yourself because you're one of these mainstream pearl-clutching snowflakes, but you also have a prejudice against people with special needs. You can deny it, but then why would you call me mentally retarded? It doesn't matter if I actually am or am not mentally retarded. It's the fact that you use the fucking phrase as a pejorative. That's it. That's all it takes to convince me that you have this prejudice against people with special needs. I'm going to tell you something. I have a friend who lives in Indiana. He is a child cancer survivor, and he has Down syndrome. All the time he's got people shouting awful names at him, calling him a retard, calling him something, he just doesn't belong on this planet, he belongs in Mars or whatever. They just say the most horrendous, awful shit to him. And this is a 9-year-old kid. And I gotta tell you, it breaks my heart to know that there are ignorant people in this world who will stoop so fucking low as to belittle someone else. Like I said, again, it has nothing to do with her calling me mentally retarded. It has nothing to do with that. I've been called worse, okay? I don't care. They're just words. They mean nothing. But to use that as a pejorative, it's almost like saying that people with special needs are just bad, that they have a defect as human beings, that there's something wrong with them, like they're not perfect enough for this planet. You can go fuck yourself. Because your prejudice, calling me mentally retarded, whether it is a case or it isn't, your prejudice, you've made it known loud and clear in a text message. It's no different than the same person telling me that she's afraid of black people. She told me that in a text message. Oh, I get a little nervous when black people are approaching me from behind. So you're a racist too. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. How dare you? How fucking dare you? That's all I can say. And to disparage people who get SSI and Social Security. Fucking obnoxiously outrageous. Because we all can't be perfect and special like you, right? Well, fuck you. You fucking whore. Oh, by the way, I don't have anything against whores. But this particular whore, yeah. 2 kids by 2 different guys. one kid per dad. Yeah. One dick wasn't enough for you, huh? Apparently not. Fucking. Ugh. And like I said, it's one thing to use that as a pejorative, but you're also attacking those who have special needs. This is why I shriek every time someone calls someone else a retard. Because it's not cool. I don't call people retarded. I don't call people retard. I don't even think that's a word that we use to describe people with special needs. I don't think we use the word mentally retarded anymore. It's mentally handicapped. Or, physically handicapped. We don't use the word retard anymore. Retard is actually what it means in the definition. There's two different definitions. Of course, the first referring to those who are mentally disabled or physically disabled, but the other meaning is to slow down progress of something, to retard progress. But the phrase that she used, the pejorative, and I know what she meant by it. She was calling me mentally retarded. Again, I'm not mentally retarded, but it's irrelevant to what I'm trying to say. To even use that as a pejorative, as if to say that people with Down syndrome and people who are wheelchair bound and people with prosthetics and people with canes, people who are blind, it's almost saying that they are somehow a detriment to society. You wouldn't be saying that shit if it was one of your fucking kids. You wouldn't be calling anybody retarded. And what's even worse, and it gets even worse than that, she's got 2 kids. 2 sons. Yeah. Teach your kid to be a bully. You know what? And when that happens, he's going to say something to the wrong person, and they're going to kick his teeth right down his fucking throat. And I hope I hear the day when that happens. Because he would most likely deserve it. Yeah, I'm worked up. I told you, I'm infuriated by the behaviors and the words and the actions of these people. Yeah, I just said words don't mean anything, but at some point they do. You can call me whatever you want. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. The sun will shine tomorrow. The sun's going to come up tomorrow. I'm going to make it through another night with any luck. But the fact of the matter is that people that this particular individual, I've had wonderful intellectual conversations with her. I was happy. I was delighted to call her my friend. I was so happy to call her my friend. I was ecstatic knowing that she was my friend. Her son is a Wilms survivor, just like I am. I was so happy to be friends with her. But just like her mother, judgmental. Oh, you read a bunch of things about Jared Fuller on Facebook. Well, wow, why are they saying this? Well, I don't know. Why don't you ask them for the fucking evidence? Instead of just assuming that something is true because a bunch of people said it. That would be the wise thing to do. But we're talking about these people who just look at Facebook and they believe everything they read and everything they see. Wisdom is not their strong point, and they have also demonstrated that clearly to me. Clearly. Wisdom is not their strong suit. And I feel bad for her kids because they have a bully for a mother. Their mom is a disgrace. She's not even a mother. She just spread her legs and grunted and shit out a couple of kids, like I said. She's just a birth giver. That's it. You're not a mother. You're far from a mother because you would be trying to set better examples for your kids, and you wouldn't be doing that by calling someone mentally retarded as a fucking pejorative. You're no mother. You're just another snarky ass, goody two-shoes, high-class, snobby little bitch. Mommy and Daddy gave you everything, so you expect everything. And what a slap in the face. I mean, she must think that way about everybody who gets SSI and Social Security, who gets a check every month. It's nobody's fucking business. And that's another point. It's nobody's business if someone gets SSI or Social Security. You know what? We all do what we have to do to survive. Everybody does. I don't tell you to stop standing on street corners to get cheeseburgers and cigarettes. I don't degrade you for the shit you do and say, but this time I am, especially what you say. Because what you said was way out of fucking line. Calling someone mentally retarded. And I'm infuriated by it. There's not enough words that could describe. I think I have an ulcer because I get so uptight and angry at these assholes. They are just straight up assholes. And they call themselves Christian too. That's a scary thing. Yeah, Christians, the most judgmental motherfucking people on the face of this planet. The most judgmental. Just makes atheism shine like a fucking diamond. I'm really, I'm upset by the way people are. I've always been upset. I've been upset for a long time. But the fact of the matter is that I've had awesome conversations with this birth giver. We agreed on a lot of things. We talked about a lot. In fact, she I should probably put that out there about a friend of hers whose daughter, named Maggie, is also a childhood cancer survivor. Check out a Facebook page called Maggie's Mermaids. Yeah. So this person who I'm talking about actually threw a fucking fit in a text message because, oh yeah, Maggie's being plastered all over the place, and, it's just a bunch of bullshit, My kid, I don't want all that attention for my kid, but I think it's bullshit that my kid gets overshadowed and left out. Maybe because you're a snooty fucking bitch. Maybe because people really know who you are. And now I know who you are, the kind of person you are. Round of applause. Round of applause. Congratulations, Mom. That's probably why they don't want your kid plastered all over. Because they know who you are as an individual. And thanks for demonstrating to me the kind of prejudiced, bigoted bitch you are. I mean, it's appalling. It's really and truly appalling. If I ever heard someone make fun of a special needs person or a mentally challenged person or a physically disabled person in my presence, I'm not a violent person, but in that particular moment, I would rip their fucking head off if someone ever did that around me. I mean, that kind of shit just pisses me off. Pisses me off. And this friend of mine that I mentioned, the 9-year-old, he lives in India, and people, not only do they say horrible shit about him, they throw things at him. Throw things at him. A 9-year-old child. Who the fuck does that? It's disgusting. It's appalling. And people should be ashamed. Just like this person who called me mentally fucking retarded. You ought to be ashamed. In fact, maybe you should stop polluting the world with your fucking crotch fruit. Keep your fucking legs closed. You know what? If you're not going to get a hysterectomy, have your fucking kneecaps sewn together so you can't pollute the fucking world anymore. You are nothing but a bully. Nothing but a bully. You want to call people mentally retarded. How fucking dare you? Shame on you. You motherfucker. It's alright. It's okay that, you tell me who you are. You demonstrate to me your real hidden prejudices and your feelings about people, and that's fine. Now you're telling me that you have a prejudice against special needs, and you're just gonna blanket judge everybody on SSI and Social Security as being mentally retarded. Thanks for letting me know how much of a fucking judgmental, prejudiced, bigoted bitch you are. I bet your old man stays awake at night thinking to himself, what the fuck did I get myself into? I married a fucking cunt. I bet you he does. She'll be fast asleep, and he'll look over at her in bed thinking, oh my fucking Lord, what did I get myself into? I fucked up when I married this bitch. Her expectations are unreasonable. Through the fucking, beyond the fucking ozone layer, out to fucking Jupiter. Unreasonable. Oh, but the sex was good. We got a kid. Sex was great. At least she can clean, cook, and fuck. I'll keep her around for that. But for everything else, wow, what a fucking bitch. Yeah. Well, that's the kind of it's just one more it's one more piece of the puzzle of the childhood cancer world. You have another person who they've demonstrated to me the kind of ignorant, arrogant trash that they are. So it's just one more reason for me to jump up and down with glee, knowing that I am deviated from the childhood cancer cause. And I'm not saying that everybody in the demographic is disgusting and nasty and prejudiced and racist and bigoted. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is that an overwhelming majority of the people that I've had connections with, for whatever the reason may be, they're just too stupid to think for themselves, because the mainstream way of doing things is that we go by a number. We go by a consensus. Well, I think you're very confused about what peer review means, because I've explained peer review any number of times in content on my YouTube channel here. The fact of the matter is that when scientists peer review actual evidence, that's when it matters. They don't go by a consensus of how many scientists agree on something without the evidence. And the irony is that you people, all you people who believe this shit about me, you're oncology parents. And oncology falls under biological science. Medicine is a branch of science. Oh, evidence matters in the childhood cancer world. No evidence of disease. Well, we need that. The word evidence, the key word in that is evidence. You people are too fucking ignorant and blind to understand that. You're too stupid to get it. I could spell it out for you in plain English, and you still don't understand that no evidence of disease has a big word in there. It's evidence, which means that evidence is what matters. If there's evidence for something, then you apportion your beliefs to it. If there's no evidence for something, then you don't just assume that it's not the case. You don't assume that it's the opposite. I'm getting carried away here, guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is how ignorant people are. They don't even understand their own hypocrisy. They don't even recognize their own bias. They don't get it. They don't see it. No matter how many times I point it out in my Sunday video updates, no matter how many times I point it out in my daily rant recordings, no matter how much I talk about this, these people are too ignorant and arrogant and stupid to understand how it works. And the fucking irony, oh my God, Jesus Christ, the irony. Childhood cancer is a disease. You need science to remedy childhood cancer. Do you know what science is contingent on? It's a long word. It starts with the letter E and it ends with the letter E. And in the middle, between the two E's, you have the letters V-I-D and another E, N, and C. Evidence. Oh my God. You guys. But this is the arrogance, the sheer arrogance and ignorance of jackass people. They can call someone mentally retarded and not blink an eye. So thank you for demonstrating to me with evidence that you have a prejudice against special needs people. I hope you don't have any more children, because if your kid should happen to be born with a birth defect or born with some kind of, whatever, born with Down syndrome, born with a mental or physical defect, you're going to ridicule the fuck out of that kid. You're going to ridicule that baby. I know you will. You've demonstrated already that you will, just by calling me mentally retarded. That tells me that you secretly ridicule, you have the secret hatred for people who are people with special needs and physical and mental ailments. You have a secret hatred and a prejudice towards them. And you make me fucking sick. More and more people every day. I find out more and more about people. Like, the truth comes out eventually. Their true colors are showing. And I'm not impressed. I can't say that I'm impressed. I'm not even surprised. I'm at the point now where it's like, oh yeah, of course, they're gonna say this, they're gonna say that, they're gonna be the outrageously schmuck motherfuckers that they are. All these people have a stick in their ass, and someone needs to rip it out. I mean, I'm not judgmental. Her mom says, I'm not judgmental. The fuck if you're not? You're telling me that I get a check because of what you think I get the check for. And then your bitch-ass daughter comes out saying something stupid, calling me mentally retarded. Well, you get a check because you're mentally retarded. You don't know what the fuck my situation is. You don't know why I get a check every month. And it's really none of your goddamn business why I get a check every month. Why do you stand on street corners? Oh, it's not true? Okay. I don't know that. I'm just going to assume, like you do. I'll just assume, and without actually knowing if it's true or not, I'll just assume that it is. Doesn't it suck? Hoorah! Motherfucker. Of course, I don't believe that. I truly don't think that this person stands on street corners. I was just, and again, that's a pejorative. Calling her a hooker is a pejorative. I don't have evidence that she's a hooker. I don't know if she stands on street corners for cheeseburgers and cigarettes, but that is a pejorative. Oh, but see, I can pass it off as true. I don't need evidence for it. Do you see what I'm getting at? Do you see how ridiculously, obnoxiously fucking lazy and dishonest it is to believe something when there is no evidence to prove it, and to try to convince other people that something is true in the absence of evidence? Do you see how fucking dishonest that is intellectually? You have no intellectual honesty at all. You are bankrupt of intellectual honesty. You lack all of the qualities of wisdom. You're totally flat out fucking bankrupt of that. She's part of the, I'm still in high school crowd. I'm a 20-something with 2 kids and I'm still in high school. Because I can't mature past my period. Oh. Well. Sounds like a personal problem, honey. Maybe someone should shove a fucking tampon in your mouth just to shut you up. Sounds like a plan to me. Because the things that you said in that text message were fucking outrageously appalling. I can't believe the nerve of people. I can't believe the nerve. You know, I recall telling my friend who lives in Texas, she's a very sweet friend of mine. I remember telling her, I said, you know what? I said, don't be surprised if one of these days I just happen to, snap and run out of fucks to give. Don't be surprised. And I think I've turned the corner on that. I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care. Because when I did care, I was still a bad guy. And now that I don't care, I have more freedom. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Okay? You want to call me a mentally retarded person or whatever? You go. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Freedom of speech. But along with the freedom of speech comes your unbridled prejudice against people with special needs. So congratulations. You've made it known to me, and now I'm going to broadcast it to the fucking world, that Kara, I said her name, oops. I'm not sorry. That Kara from WV, the state's abbreviations, I'm going to broadcast it to the world that Kara has a prejudice against the special needs. Those with special needs and people who are physically and mentally disabled. So there you go. I wasn't going to say her name, but fuck it. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? I don't. It's a crock of shit. It is a total and complete crock of shit. It really is. And the fact that, we do have a problem with mental health in this country, and it's not just the special needs and the mentally and physically disabled that I should even be talking about in terms of victims, at the hands of asshole bullies like Kara from WV. But we're also talking about the mental health crisis in this country. There's a stigma attached. People who have mental health issues, we're not allowed to disclose that because we're going to be judged by people who think that they're so morally superior and that they have some kind of sanctimony over the rest of the world. Yeah, fuck off. And that goes quadruple for you, Kara from WV. Fuck off, you cunt. You're no better or different than anybody else. No different. And I know there's lots of people listening to this and they're saying, there goes Jared again, saying derogatory comments, verbally attacking someone for no reason. No, there's a reason why I say these things. And I had demonstrated to you that reason. I don't just randomly, viciously attack people. That's what they do in the childhood cancer world. That's why they've tainted the childhood cancer world. They have obliterated, they have destroyed the heart and soul of what everybody was trying to do. They have poisoned it with their fucking bullshit about people. Now that I'm not a part of that anymore, I'll say whatever the fuck I want. And the irony is that, Kara from WV, you hate me so much now, but yet you're subscribed to my channel. Why should you care what I say on my YouTube channel? Remember, you hate me so much, you're going to block and delete or whatever. Actually, no, you didn't block me on Facebook. Maybe you should. If you haven't already, I can almost guarantee you already did. By the way, I don't have Facebook. What am I talking about? I don't have Facebook anymore. Well, it is, it's late. It's almost 3 o'clock. About 25 minutes, it'll be 3 o'clock. But Kara from WV, I mean, thanks for being a liar and for making me think that you were really and truly a cool person and that you gave a damn. Clearly you don't. And Kara from WV has a prejudice towards special needs people and people who are physically and mentally disabled. She doesn't like people who have mental health problems, and she clearly has a prejudice against people who get SSI and Social Security, because everybody who gets SSI and Social Security is mentally retarded, according to her. Not according to me, according to her. She made that very evident in the text message. I'm not going to hide it. Because she can say this derogatory shit to me and then go back to Facebook and try making me look like a suspect while making herself look like a victim. She's going to tell the story in a different version. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen, honey. I got you right by the fucking tail. You called me mentally retarded because I get a check. So do you think that way about all people who get SSI and Social Security? They're just mentally retarded? I hope you never get Social Security. Because you know what you're going to be called. Hey, does your mom draw Social Security? Does your dad draw Social Security? I wonder what you think about them getting Social Security. Are they mentally retarded too? I hope you wouldn't say or think something so, astronomically derogatory about your own parents, the people who gave you life by accident. I hope you don't think and feel that way about your folks. I mean, wow. Because only in the world of Kara from WV, nobody should ever do what they have to do to survive, and because if they can't work, what other option is there, right? Well, we should just go and rob a bank. Yeah, we'll do that instead of, getting the help or doing whatever we have to do to survive. Because we should all be like Kara from WV. Non-existent, God forbid, that if you're not like Kara from WV, you're just on the bottom of the totem pole, the social scale, as they call it. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm fucking perfectly okay with that. It doesn't trouble me. I'm not losing sleep. People are just, they are so smug and arrogant that they would actually stoop so low as to use mental retardation as a pejorative to attack someone verbally. And who are you to tell me who I can and can't fucking talk to? You're not my boss. You're not my keeper. I'll talk to any motherfucker I want to. Kara from WV. How do you like it? You don't like it, do you? Too bad. I'll talk to any motherfucker I want to. Even if they are judgmental bitches, I'll still talk to them. Yeah. So Kara from WV, go ahead and jump on the bandwagon. I know you already have. You think just like everybody else, and that's okay. That's fine. Because I'm going to go on living my life and doing what I want to do, and I'm going to do it regardless of what anybody thinks. I'll do what the fuck I want. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I still have friends. Even if I didn't have the friends that I have today, I'm still going to do what the fuck I want to do. I didn't have a lot of friends when I was 16, and hey, I'm 34. What the fuck does it matter? I'll just walk through this world alone by myself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. Because the beauty of that is that I'm not going to exist on this planet forever. That's amazing to me. I'm going to fucking die one day. Sweet. My species is a fucking letdown. And every day I have to put up with these Neanderthal motherfuckers from the child of cancer world who can't act mature. They have no idea what maturity is or what it's about. Because Facebook is high school for grown-ups. Facebook is where these fake ass people go with their manufactured personalities and try to put on a show, like most people do, trying to get everybody to praise them and worship them and, oh, children of the world gather around me because I'm so fucking remarkable, right? Such lies, man. Such lies. Such bullshit. I'm really just, whew. I don't know, guys. I'm just really infuriated by this. I can feel my blood boiling because people are so arrogant and they would actually show their true colors, how ugly and nasty they are. I mean, a pretty smile will only get you so far. And the thing is, you can have a beautiful smile, you can look gorgeous, which, by the way, Kara from WV, I thought you were very beautiful. Thought you're a very gorgeous woman. I don't care if you're married. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous. Your smile was, at least I thought. But your heart, on the other hand, is fucking ugly. And that alone makes you ugly. And that goes for any other motherfucker listening to this. It's your heart that makes you ugly. Anybody who makes any derogatory comments about anybody regarding, whether it be mental health, special needs, physical, mental, whatever the case may be, anybody who has a comment to say about that in a negative, derogatory way, you are a scumbag. And you're not even human. I don't even think I'd call you a human. I don't even consider you a human being at this point. Anybody who has any derogatory comments about someone with disabilities is a fucking cockroach. And you ought to be smashed with the most biggest fucking hammer that anybody could get their hands on. Just fucking crush you cocksuckers. Like the cockroaches you are. Now, I think I've said my piece here, but I'm really just Jared. Well, now Jared is talking about cockroaches. Oh, Jared doesn't like cockroaches. He has a prejudice against cockroaches. Oh yes, I have a prejudice against cockroaches. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the piece of shit who sits and makes derogatory comments about people's health issues, whether it be mental health, special needs, physical, whatever the case may be. I don't do that. I don't do that because I'm not an ignorant fuck. That's why. But I think I've said all I'm going to say here. It's going on 3 o'clock. It's late. I need to get some shut-eye. I need to just sleep on this anger. Just push it down to the pit of my stomach and just, try not to get an ulcer from the anger. But I got to tell you, it's just so frustrating, and it's discouraging to know that people who come from the demographic of a popular medical complexion, cancer, it's disheartening to me to know that so many people who are part of a demographic of a particular medical complexion can have so much to say about people who suffer from other medical complexions, like the hypocrites they are. How fucking dare you? I mean, God, you people are. Kara from WV, you're a scumbag piece of shit bitch. And that's it. I think I've said all I'm going to say here, and get some sleep. So, that's about it, guys. Thanks for listening, and thanks for indulging me for a little while. But I'm really super upset, and it's just one more reason, one more piece of the puzzle that was missing. Now it's complete. That these people collectively are just nasty, vile, foul, disgusting people. And the more I know about these people, the better off I am without them. I have no feeling for these people. I feel for their children because I can relate to their situation directly, which, it just pisses people off. I think it's hilarious. But anyway, guys, I got to get some sleep. I love you all. For those of you who love me truly, and you're not just saying it, to be nice and to put on a facade, I actually really and truly love the friends I have and the people who check on me daily. I get text messages and emails daily from people who are checking on me, and we just have casual conversations, which is, it's always nice to have those conversations. And we're not always talking about childhood cancer, although rarely, the topic does come up. But I really and truly, I'm done with it. I'm happy to say that I don't care to be involved with it anymore. I'm not going to get involved with anything, really. I mean, there's people out there I know who still want me to be a part of their cause, and they want me to help raise money. They want me to be a part of their fundraising efforts. They still want me in their life somehow, some way, even if they have to drag me from my house. They still want me to be a part of whatever they're doing. And I think it's wonderful that they would think of me enough that they want me to be a part of their efforts. But after dealing with these people, and I don't know, they seem less than human to me because they're just ignorant. And they're just selfish, and they are spoiled, rotten, just fucking brats. I'm not a part of that group. I'm not a part of them. I don't represent them. I don't speak for them. I don't care about the cause. I only cared about the people. I still care about the kids. And there's not one single motherfucker out there who's ever going to tell me that I can't care about their children, because I'm always going to care about their children, no matter what the parents say. It doesn't matter what the parents say. It's ridiculous how people think they can have so much control over other people. And you can manipulate people to think certain ways. It's a cult, kind of, if you think about it. I know people who they've tried to turn it into a cult. Many people have, which makes it an even bigger, shining embarrassment. Because if we're really going to do this, if we're really going to try to make a difference, we should do it the right way and band together. Oh wait, what am I talking about, Jared? Get it together, man. Get it together. These people don't fucking want that. They want it for themselves. What are you talking about? Anybody home up there? Knock on wood. Anybody home up there? Get it together, Jerry Bear. Nobody gives a fuck. Yeah, what a shame that is, huh? Nobody gives a fuck. Well, I guess it could be a shame that I don't give a fuck either, but these people don't care that I don't care. They don't care that I do care. So either way, I can't win. Either way, I can't win. There's no winning. And I wipe my hands clean of all of it. And people who, they want to talk to me about childhood cancer, okay, whatever. We can have the discussion, but I'd rather not. I mean, I survived it. I went through the chemo and the radiation and went through all that shit. I had to go for, the checkups 3 times a week. I did everything 3 times a week. I mean, that's my childhood consisted mainly of clinic visits. I don't even remember actually, I can remember being a kid, growing up with my cousins and doing all kinds of crazy shit when they lived in Saginaw. But when I wasn't with my cousins, or when I wasn't in school, or when I wasn't at home, I remember most of my time being at clinic in East Lansing. That's the only life I really knew, was clinic. Getting poked with needles, getting x-rays and ultrasounds. It's really the only life I've ever known. I mean, in terms of my childhood, it's the only life I ever had when I was a kid. And now that I'm an adult, thinking, gee, I was naive and thinking, wow, I can make a difference. I can reach out to these people. I can make a difference. I can actually make friends with people. I can share my story and inspire and encourage people. Boy, what was I thinking? My name's not Tom Mitchell, so it doesn't matter. Nothing I do matters. My name isn't, it's not Tom Mitchell, it's not Milk Tyson, it's not Ronnie Duvall, thank God for that. It's not Mike Gillette. I just wish things would have been different, and they're different, but not in a good way. And it kind of hurts in a way. But I'm expressing my discontent with these people who I thought would actually be human, and people that I thought I could carry on with and actually have conversations with. They don't like truth. They don't like the fact that when someone speaks truth about, hey, it shouldn't be like this. Childhood cancer should not be a pissing match. It just shouldn't be. But it is. They've made it into this, it reminds me of like Dancing with the Stars. Who can get out on the ballroom floor and do the best two-step, Who can do the best hokey pokey out on the dance floor? I'm not interested in dancing. I'm not interested in winning a participation trophy. I'm not interested in winning anything because I have a history. The very things that your children are going through relate so much to my own history. This is the shit that drives people mad, the parents in particular. They don't like the fact that I can actually relate to their kid's situation more than they can. And I'm someone who actually speaks the truth. Like, we can't have that. We can't have the truth, because then that disassembles our entire plan to put up this facade. This beautiful window dressing that we can hide behind Facebook and put up this awesome, this window dressing of fakery to convince people that we live such copacetic lifestyles. Y'all are a bunch of fucking phonies. And the cause is just a joke, because you have all these people who are they're trying to manufacture this cause. They have a manufactured personality, and they don't hide that. They're not ashamed of that. But they're just fake. They're just people who think that they're all that, and they're not. Kind of reminds me of Danielle Clokey and Allie Baker and all these people who now have a vendetta. They're just looking to make themselves look good. It's really all they care about. I mean, they could say that about my YouTube channel here, though. Well, Jared's just trying to take the spotlight. Well, you know what? No one told you or asked you to visit my channel. I never asked anybody to visit my YouTube channel. Never. Now, if you come here just to listen to what I have to say, that's on you. I never told you to come here. I never asked you to fucking bother me. But now that you're here, now that you're listening, hey, I don't have a problem telling it like it is. I don't have a problem speaking truth. But what I do have a problem with is people who foster lies and then they want to perpetuate them and jump on bandwagons, and then you get pieces of shit like Kara from WV who she reads something and then she wants to believe that it's true what everybody's saying. She wants to believe subjective opinion on an objective level. I'm sorry, honey, it doesn't work that way. Oh, you don't like it when I call you honey? Okay, sweetheart. It doesn't work that way. You kind of need evidence. I mean, you've got evidence now that I've been sitting here like verbally eviscerating you. No more than you called me mentally retarded. Whatever. I'm just giving you what you deserve. I'm just, I'm doing the Jerry Bear thing and dishing out a little payback. Because I've had enough of you motherfuckers. I've had enough of fake people. I've had enough of all. I think of all the places I went to. I think of the great distances I traveled because I thought I was doing something right. I thought I was doing a good thing by these families. I thought I was making a difference. I thought that driving all the way to Columbus, Ohio, was proof to the family of Deanie Banavanis that I was actually doing it for him, that I cared. I thought that would have been evidence to his mother. I thought that would have been proof to his mom, Ashley Bandavanis. Oh, there I go again, mentioning more names. Cool. Gives a fuck, right? I don't. But anyway, I thought I was doing a massive service to these people. Like a little girl named Olivia. She had DIPG. I went all the way out to St. Clair Shores, I think. No, not St. Clair Shores. It was out by Port Huron. I can't remember the name of the town. Greenbush or something like that? I can't remember. Fuck. Green something. But anyway, I went all the way out to this tavern to attend a fundraiser for a little girl named Olivia who battled DIPG, Olivia Marks. Unfortunately, and I got to meet Olivia, and that was back when her mom and I were actually friends. And I remember going to this other, it wasn't green. Oh fuck! It's on the tip. I want to say Greenbush Tavern. Maybe that's it. I don't remember. It's green something. But I remember going to another location. It wasn't the tavern. It was actually another. It was like it was a bowling alley for Olivia Marks, and she came up and gave me a hug around my neck. I hugged her back, told her I loved her, told her I hope she gets better. Although intuitively I knew that with a DIPG diagnosis, that is a death sentence. There is no cure for DIPG, but I told her I loved her. She told me she loved me, and sweet little girl. And I think about her too. I think about all the people that I thought I was doing something good. And I tried to keep it civil. I tried to be nice to everybody. I tried to do everything I could in my power just to, just to show that I cared and that I understood. Even with, a local kid named Xavier. Everybody called him Ziggy. He passed away. He had an aggressive cancer. I mean, I took him to Red Robin in Flint. Him and his mom and his siblings. I piled them all in my van and we went to the Red Robin in Flint. And I would go and visit Ziggy. And, I'm not saying anything bad about his mom or any of the family. I know his family person. I've known that family for years. I mean, my dad has known that family for years, and I just feel really bad that, all these people that I thought I was doing something good, and now they just look at me as an enemy. And the question is why? Because of something they read on the fucking internet. Something that it's an unfounded claim. And it'll always remain an unfounded claim. That's the bitch of it, is that it's always going to remain an unfounded claim. There's never going to be evidence to substantiate that claim, and there's enough people who are convinced that I am this evil, vindictive, disgusting dirtbag, and there's no way for me to get through to these people to say, you're fucking wrong, and you've been lied to, and you're believing something without proof. Time and time and time again. And their ignorance is the only thing stopping them from actually looking at things and gaining a little bit of wisdom is their ignorance. They shield that ignorance with stupidity, and they don't care. And I think that's where I've turned the corner. And I've been here for over an hour now, so I really got to get going. But I just wanted to make some final points. And even Kara from WV, she hates my guts. I know she does. She really and truly hates my fucking guts now, and I don't care. Her son, on the other hand, I'm always going to care. He's a Wilm survivor, just like I am. But the thing is that, being called mentally retarded. Being called mentally retarded because instead of actually knowing the truth, you're going to just make assumptions. And you're going to be a judgmental bitch, like your mom. And that's the end of that. Bottom line. Okay, well, I guess that's it, guys. I am going to try to get some sleep. It's officially after 3 o'clock, so I got to go. Thanks for listening, and I'll have some more random content coming up very soon, so stay tuned. Toodaloo!